Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Quick disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. If does not fit your story, please don't cram it in to make it. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. If you want to know how to get a hold of me, my email is in the description box below. That being said, this is your mid-month June 2020 reading for Pisces, my Pisceans. See what we got in store for you for middle of June to the end of June 2020. See what we got in store for you. Very first card out, Seven of Pentacles. There's something that you've been working really hard on, diligently, and you're kind of waiting to see some results for it. What has Pisces been working really, really hard on that they're waiting to see results from? It's involving a divine couple. King and Queen of Cups. So this could be you and your significant other, or it could be a couple that both have strong water in their charts. I feel like it's you. I feel like you're waiting for your ships to come in on something that you and your significant other worked very, very hard on. That is a divine pair. Just so everybody knows, in case there's anybody viewing this that doesn't, when you have a king and a queen of any particular element, it's a divine pair. You know, they complement each other. It's a divine connection. Blessed by the divine, brought to you by the divine, succeeds because the divine, you know, it's meant to be. It's kismet. That's what I like to use. There's the Ace of Pentacles. This is, I kept looking at it right underneath the Ace of Pentacles. This is definitely something of abundance, a brand new start. I do see a mother and their child. So maybe that you and your significant are working on something involving a child. Or it could be a child like in the more esoteric sense, like your baby, like your project, you know? Your project's your baby. Either or. I'm going to bring these down so you guys can see them. I have all this table, but you guys can't see all this table. As soon as I figure out how to connect my camera, my digital camcorder, to use as my webcam, this will be a lot easier because I can just move it around and show you guys. But for right now, I'm still on the laptop. I haven't really had the time. I've been actually trying to catch up on my tarot readings, to be truthful, since I moved. Oh, slippery. What you guys are working on is movement. Here's what I see going on right now. Here's another baby who's holding a sword. And it looks like a mother reaching out to it. And it is the Ace of Swords. So I feel like there's a very stark truth that you and your significant other are working on, and it could be a child, but it involves burdens, heavy burdens, trying to lay down burdens, because somebody is in the Princess of Pentacles reverse. So they kind of reverted back to childhood, and they're not moving forward because of a third-party situation. This, again, not in this deck. There's only one deck I have that I actually see the Three of Cups as a Three of Cups as a cheating card. This is 3 people involved in a situation. So there are 3 people involved in this situation. And this situation that 3 people are involved in is all about waiting for ships to come in. So I don't know if somebody you two know is waiting for something to pay off, is waiting for a decision about moving forward in some aspect of their life. If one of you are and you need somebody else's help, like a doctor, a lawyer, anything like that, anybody outside of that. Here's what I think, because there's a Ten of Cups, and you guys are a divine couple, so I think this is you in the middle. And I see a Princess of Wands on one side, and I see a Princess of Cup on the other side. Here's what I feel is going on. I feel like this is a child. I feel like this child's split between 2 parts of their personality right now, from something devastating that happened to him. I feel like, and you guys are working to try and figure out how to get them out of this. You could be split between 2 children. One person that needs help. I feel like that's actually more of it. I feel like you have one child that needs help as far as their passion and fire and finding strength and, you know, all that good stuff, and one person who needs help with love. I feel like you have 2 children that you're dealing with, and that might be why I've got one person who needs help, a brand new beginning financially, and then one person who needs help seeing the truth. Having like that one Ace of Swords, that truth being shown to them. That's what I feel like. You got 2 here. The beautiful thing is, Pisces, you have very solid, devoted relationships sitting right in the middle. Very divine connection. You have a very happy home. This has been one of the most beautiful readings so far, and all of the rest of them, I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate that everybody's going through all this. You know? Whew. Here's the thing. There's a deceiver in the mist, and you are trying to be like the mentor, the teacher, to help this Princess of Wands get through it. That is very clear. Let's see what's going on with the Princess of Cups. Princess of Cups is feeling very sad because financially they're struggling. 5 of Cups is sadness, looking at spilled cups instead of the 3 cups they still have. And the 10 of Pentacles is ultimate abundance or financial stability. And I did say down here, and that's so ironic. Because the one that needs the truth, that ace is underneath the one that you're trying to teach on how to recognize deceivers. And on the other side, the Ace of Pentacles with the child that sits right underneath the one who's feeling sad financially, like struggling financially. Let's see what direction you should go for June. Now, if you don't have children, these could be friends. These could be family members, you know. Younger people that you know. or just somebody you feel like you need to mother or take care of. This could be for men too. I mean, this, mothering, it doesn't matter where it comes from. It's still nurturing, right? It's still nurturing. On this side, you've got an air sign that's holding all this stuff, and that's involving the lovers. So, and somebody from childhood. So they're dealing, and somebody who is an alcoholic, and it's going to take strength. King of Swords is somebody who is responsible, disciplined, hardworking, clear in their communication. Four of Pentacles is holding on to their money, and this is all about somebody they've known in the past who was in lovers, who also enjoyed imbibing in cups. In this one, because of the storyline, I do not believe it's happiness. Sometimes all these cups can literally mean just that. They drink a lot. I think you're helping them to become strong in this. Now the other side, the one that needs the emotional support because they're struggling with finances. Let's see what's going on with that. Yeah, the Knight of Wands, which is really, this could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's definitely somebody who comes in and out. A little on the immature side or young side. Usually my pages are teens to mid-20s, maybe 30s. And you're having to be disciplined with them. Like, not in a bad way. Like, just in a firm way. Ooh. That has quite a storyline. I'm not sure we want to get that in depth. Do we, Pisces? That's a bit much. But here you are again. Empress. Pisces. Empress is the mother, the nurturer. No matter if it's you or your significant other, or you're both feminine or both masculine, it doesn't matter. Somebody's a nurturer, but it did come up. I really feel on this side you're trying to teach lessons also. But this lesson, I think you're trying to teach that fire sign, what happens, when things go wrong, or what are the right actions, because karma speaks to, like, what you give out comes back. And I think you're trying to teach this lesson financially. I think you're trying to just teach them the ways of the world. I do feel like they are a younger person. That Page of Wands is there very clearly. And I think that's just lessons that you're teaching. The beautiful thing is right between all of this is you and your divine pair. Like, very loving. 10 of Cups is absolute emotional fulfillment and abundance in your home. Like, that is beautiful. I've always loved this card. Remember, this is my very first deck. This has always been a card I've always looked for. This, I never looked for the 2 of Cups, and I've always looked for this 10 of Cups in this deck. It's just it's the quintessential idea of the perfect relationship. Nobody has a perfect relationship, but you two have mastered it pretty darn well, in my opinion. I'm going to put some Moonology on this and see if the divine has any advice for you as far as moving forward. How to handle any obstacles you might come up with in the way. The 15th through the end of the month of June for Pisces 2020. Nothing yet is set in stone. Bring love into this situation, which I think that you do not have a problem with. Your dreams need a practical plan. Oops. Believe in the impossible, and conclusions are within reach. I think what you're dealing right now with is stuff that parents normally deal with. I see a lot of love in these cards. I see a lot of trying to help. Nurturing. I see a lot of nurturing in this card. A lot of feminine energy in this cards. But things will settle down. June for everybody is going to be a really chaotic month. It's just that, like, literally, most of the planets are in retrograde that have a big impact. They're all in retrograde. Venus, Mercury's about to go in retrograde. Jupiter's in retrograde. Saturn's in retrograde. I'm sure I'm missing a couple because there's 6. There's Neptune, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but there are a lot of planets in retrograde, and we just had a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, so there's a lot of overwhelming energies right now. Things will calm down, especially by the end of the month. Conclusions are within reach. The tail end is the real telltale for you guys. Things, you need to just keep going as you're going, because this is a very love-filled situation. With that, love and light, Pisces. Keep on keeping on.